In the heart of the Roman Empire, a new faith was taking root. Christianity, once a persecuted sect, was beginning to find its voice. Leading this burgeoning community was Anacletus, the third bishop of Rome after the Apostle Peter. Anacletus, also known as Cletus, inherited a position fraught with challenges. The Roman world was a tapestry of diverse cultures and beliefs, and the Christian community itself was still grappling with its own identity. Yet amidst these turbulent times, Anacletus stood firm. He was a shepherd tending to his flock, guiding them through the darkness and into the light of their newfound faith. Anacletus's legacy is intricately woven into the very fabric of the early church. He left an indelible mark on the church, one that would shape its course for centuries to come. Anacletus's story is not merely a historical footnote. It is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the unwavering dedication of those who shepherd the faithful. To truly understand Anacletus's impact, we must journey back in time to the bustling streets of ancient Rome. We must delve into the dimly lit catacombs where early Christians gathered in secret, their hearts ablaze with faith. Imagine a city teeming with life, a melting pot of cultures and beliefs. The Roman Empire at its zenith was a sight to behold. Grand temples, bustling marketplaces, and imposing monuments stood as testaments to its power and influence. Yet, beneath this veneer of grandeur, a new force was quietly taking root. In the homes of ordinary citizens, in the catacombs beneath the city, a small but determined group of believers gathered. They were drawn together by a shared faith, a belief in Jesus Christ as the Son of God. It was in this environment, fraught with danger and uncertainty, that Anacletus rose to prominence. Born around the year 25 AD, Anacletus's life story begins not in Rome but amidst the sun-drenched hills and vibrant philosophical traditions of Greece. His birthplace, Athenae, now known as Athens, was a city steeped in history, a cradle of democracy and intellectual discourse. It was here, in the shadow of the Acropolis, that Anacletus spent his formative years, absorbing the rich cultural tapestry of his Greek heritage. Athens, renowned for its schools of philosophy and rhetoric, would have exposed him to a world of ideas and intellectual pursuits. However, fate had other plans for the young Athenian. Christianity, at that time a burgeoning movement spreading rapidly throughout the Roman Empire, found its way to the heart of Athene, touching the lives of its citizens, including that of Anacletus. The arrival of Christianity in Athens marked a turning point in the city's long and storied history. The teachings of Jesus Christ, carried by fervent apostles and disciples, offered a stark contrast to the established pantheon of Greek gods and goddesses. This new faith, with its message of love, forgiveness, and the promise of salvation, resonated deeply with Anacletus. This decision, made amidst the grandeur and intellectual fervor of Athens, would have profound implications for Anacletus's future. Anacletus's journey of faith led him to cross paths with one of the most influential figures in Christian history. The Apostle Peter, recognized as the first pope, Peter was a towering figure, a fisherman from Galilee who had become a devoted follower of Jesus and a pillar of the early church. Under Peter's guidance and mentorship, Anacletus delved deeper into the teachings of Christianity. He absorbed Peter's first-hand accounts of Jesus' life and ministry, his words imbued with the weight of personal experience and unwavering faith. Recognizing Anacletus's potential, Peter took him under his wing, becoming both his mentor and spiritual guide. It was in the shadow of this towering figure of early Christianity that Anacletus honed his skills, nurtured his faith, and prepared to take his place as a shepherd of the growing Christian flock. The early years of the church were marked by a sense of precarious existence. The specter of persecution loomed large, forcing Christians to practice their faith in secret, often under the cover of darkness. In this tumultuous environment, Anacletus assumed the mantle of leadership, becoming the third bishop of Rome after the martyrdom of Saint Linus. Despite chronological discrepancies, one fact remains undisputed. Anacletus inherited a position of immense responsibility at a time when the very survival of the Christian community was far from assured. The Roman Empire, with its vast power and deeply entrenched pagan beliefs, viewed this burgeoning faith with suspicion and hostility. Christians were often marginalized, their beliefs ridiculed, and their gatherings targeted by authorities. In this climate of fear and uncertainty, Anacletus's leadership would prove crucial in guiding the fledgling church through turbulent waters. Despite the challenges, Anacletus embraced his role with unwavering faith and determination. Drawing upon the teachings of Peter and the example set by his predecessor Linus, Anacletus sought to establish a sense of order and continuity within the Christian community. Recognizing the need for spiritual guidance and a sense of belonging among the growing number of Christians, he is credited with dividing the city into 25 parishes, each served by a dedicated priest. This organizational structure helped to foster a sense of community and provide spiritual nourishment to Christians scattered throughout the vast metropolis. Anacletus recognized that the growth and stability of the church hinged on the quality and dedication of its spiritual leaders. He placed great emphasis on the selection and ordination of priests, seeking individuals who embodied the teachings of Christ and possessed the strength of character to guide their congregations through challenging times. He instituted a rule requiring the presence of at least 3 bishops during the ordination of a new priest, ensuring a rigorous selection process and a transmission of apostolic authority. This practice fostered a sense of transparency and reinforced the idea that leadership within the church was not a position of power, but one of service and sacrifice. Anacletus's papacy, though shrouded in the mists of time, stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith and leadership in the face of adversity. Tradition holds that Anacletus, like his predecessors Peter and Linus, met a martyr's end, his life cut short by those who sought to extinguish the burgeoning flame of Christianity. Though the exact circumstances of his death remain unclear, his willingness to make the ultimate sacrifice for his faith solidified his place among the venerated saints of the Church. His efforts to establish structure, promote spiritual guidance, and ensure the continuity of leadership helped to lay the foundation for a faith that would eventually spread far beyond the confines of the Roman Empire. Rome, in the time of Anacletus, was a city of contrasts. Grand temples dedicated to the Roman pantheon stood as symbols of imperial power, while in the shadows, a new faith was quietly taking root. Anacletus, recognizing the need to provide spiritual guidance and a sense of belonging to this burgeoning community, embarked on a mission to shape the spiritual landscape of Rome. His vision was one of bringing order and accessibility to the practice of Christianity within the sprawling metropolis. Anacletus's most enduring contribution to this endeavor was his establishment of parishes within the city. These parishes, strategically located throughout the city, served as spiritual hubs, providing a local point of contact for Christians seeking guidance, fellowship, and the sacraments. The establishment of parishes necessitated the appointment of capable and dedicated individuals to serve as spiritual leaders within these newly defined communities. Anacletus understood that the success of his vision hinged on the quality and character of the priests entrusted with guiding the Christian flock. He sought out individuals who possessed a deep understanding of the faith, a compassionate heart, and an unwavering commitment to living out the gospel message in their daily lives. These priests, appointed by Anacletus, became the cornerstones of the burgeoning Christian community in Rome. Anacletus's foresight in establishing parishes and appointing dedicated priests had a profound impact on the development of the church. This organizational structure, revolutionary for its time, laid the foundation for a more structured and hierarchical system of church governance that would evolve over the centuries. The establishment of parishes ensured that Christianity was no longer confined to clandestine gatherings, but had a visible and accessible presence within the urban landscape of Rome. Anacletus's emphasis on the selection and appointment of priests also had far-reaching consequences. By establishing a system for identifying and ordaining spiritual leaders, he ensured the continuity of the faith and the preservation of its teachings. And Anacletus's papacy coincided with a period of immense turmoil and persecution for the early Christians. The Roman Empire, with its deeply entrenched pagan beliefs, viewed this burgeoning faith as a threat to its authority and social order. Christians were often subjected to discrimination, imprisonment, and even death for their beliefs. In the face of such adversity, Anacletus recognized the need to honor those who had given their lives for their faith. He saw these burial sites as sacred ground, places where the faithful could come to pay their respects, draw inspiration from the courage of those who had gone before them, and find solace in the midst of persecution. During his time as Bishop of Rome, Anacletus took steps to ensure that Christian martyrs were laid to rest with dignity and respect. He focused his efforts on the network of catacombs that lay beneath the bustling streets of Rome. Anacletus recognized the significance of these catacombs as more than just burial grounds. He saw them as tangible representations of the Christian faith, enduring testaments to the resilience and unwavering belief of those who were willing to face persecution and even death for their beliefs. He believed that these underground chambers, often adorned with early Christian symbols and inscriptions, served as powerful reminders of the sacrifices made by those who had come before. Under Anacletus's guidance, sections within the catacombs were designated specifically for the burial of martyrs. These areas were often marked with special inscriptions or symbols to distinguish them from other burial sites. The faithful would make pilgrimages to these sacred spaces to pray, to honor the memory of the martyrs, and to draw strength from their unwavering faith. Anacletus's dedication to providing proper burial for Christian martyrs extended beyond the confines of the catacombs. He also advocated for the establishment of cemeteries above ground, dedicated specifically to those who had given their lives for their faith. These cemeteries, located outside the city walls due to Roman laws prohibiting burials within the city limits, became sacred spaces where Christians could openly mourn their dead and celebrate their martyrdom. Over time, according to tradition, perhaps the most enduring legacy of Anacletus's vision for honoring the martyrs is the Basilica of St. Peter, a monument that stands to this day as a testament to the enduring power of faith and sacrifice. While the current basilica is a much later construction, its very location is a direct result of Anacletus's efforts to create a lasting memorial to St. Peter, the first bishop of Rome and a martyr himself. Anacletus played a pivotal role in establishing a shrine near the site of Peter's burial, believed to be located on Vatican Hill. This shrine, humble in its beginnings, served as a focal point for the early Christian community, a place where they could gather to honor the memory of Peter and draw inspiration from his life and teachings. This shrine evolved into a more substantial structure, eventually becoming the first basilica dedicated to St. Peter. While this early basilica has long since been replaced by the grand edifice that stands today, its very existence is a testament to Anacletus's vision and his unwavering commitment to honoring the legacy of the martyrs. As with many figures from the early church, the exact details surrounding Anacletus's death remain shrouded in the mists of time. Tradition holds that he, like his predecessors Peter and Linus, met a martyr's end, his life cut short by those who sought to extinguish the burgeoning flame of Christianity in Rome. The Roman Empire, while vast and powerful, was not a monolith in its beliefs. Within its sprawling borders existed a complex tapestry of cultures, religions, and philosophies, often vying for influence and recognition. Christianity, with its message of love, forgiveness, and the promise of salvation, stood in stark contrast to the established Roman pantheon and the imperial cult that demanded loyalty to the emperor as a god. This new faith, while attracting converts from all walks of life, also faced suspicion and hostility from those who saw it as a threat to the established order. For followers of this new faith, persecution was not an abstract concept, but a lived reality. They gathered in secret, often under the cover of darkness, in homes, catacombs, and other hidden spaces to avoid detection and potential violence. Despite the dangers, Anacletus remained steadfast in his commitment to shepherding the Christian community in Rome. He understood the risks inherent in his position but refused to be cowed by fear or intimidation. His faith, forged in the crucible of persecution, served as both a shield and a source of unwavering strength. While the exact circumstances of his death may never be fully known, tradition holds that Anacletus met his end sometime around the year 92 AD. Some accounts suggest he was beheaded, a common method of execution employed by Roman authorities against those deemed enemies of the state. Others speak of a more prolonged period of imprisonment and suffering, his body bearing the marks of torture inflicted by those who sought to break his spirit and silence his message of faith. Regardless of the specific details, Anacletus's death served as a stark reminder of the price many early Christians paid for their beliefs. His martyrdom, far from extinguishing the flame of Christianity in Rome, only served to strengthen the resolve of the surviving community. His sacrifice became a source of inspiration, a testament to the power of faith to endure even in the face of unimaginable adversity. His name, passed down through generations, became synonymous with courage, devotion, and unwavering commitment to the teachings of Christ. In death, as in life, Anacletus continued to serve as a beacon of hope, his legacy etched not only in the annals of the Church but also in the hearts of those who drew inspiration from his unwavering faith. The life and papacy of Pope St. Anacletus, though veiled in the mists of time, offer a glimpse into a pivotal period in the history of Christianity. He stands as a testament to the unwavering faith and quiet determination of those who shepherded the early Church through an era of immense challenge and persecution. While the grandeur of the Roman Empire sought to overshadow all else, Anacletus, like a solitary candle flickering in the darkness, kept the flame of faith alive. His story is not one of sweeping conquests or theological pronouncements, but rather a testament to the enduring power of humble service and unwavering dedication to a cause greater than oneself. Anacletus, thrust into a position of leadership during a time when the very survival of Christianity hung in the balance, navigated a treacherous path with grace and determination. He understood that the true strength of the Church lay not in its political influence or material wealth, but in the hearts and minds of its followers. He recognized that for the faith to flourish, it needed structure, guidance, and a sense of community, especially in the face of adversity. His establishment of parishes throughout Rome, his meticulous selection and ordination of priests, and his unwavering commitment to honoring the sacrifices of the martyrs laid the groundwork for a church that would not only endure, but thrive. In an era often defined by the pursuit of power and prestige, Anacletus's life stands as a powerful counter-narrative, a testament to the enduring significance of humility, service, and unwavering faith. He understood that true leadership stemmed not from a position of authority, but from a heart filled with love for one's fellow man, and an unyielding commitment to serving a cause greater than oneself. While the names of emperors and generals may dominate the history books, it is often the quiet acts of courage, compassion, and dedication that truly shape the course of human events. Anacletus's legacy, though perhaps less heralded than some of his successors, is no less profound. He reminds us that true strength lies not in the pursuit of worldly power, but in the unwavering commitment to one's values, even in the face of adversity. His life serves as a beacon of hope, a testament to the enduring power of faith to inspire, to unite, and to transform even in the darkest of times. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Pope St. Anacletus, let us remember the words attributed to him, words that capture the essence of his papacy and serve as a timeless message for all who seek to live a life of purpose and meaning. Let us so live that we may be found worthy to dwell in the eternal tabernacles. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and times of this remarkable figure from early church history. May his story inspire you, challenge you, and remind you of the enduring power of faith, humility, and service. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories from the annals of history. Thanks for watching.